June and July, what they said we can expect. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Also, a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, Epic, who I recently learned about because of a competition they had that just wrapped up last month, but more on them in just a couple minutes. Alright, now in this video, I do want to share with you what I've been seeing in the headlines as of recently and what we can expect during the months of June and July, as yet again, these couple months are going to be very busy, just like all of the other months. However, what I'm going to be covering here in this video, of course, is not going to encompass everything that goes on during these couple months, but I want to point out a few of the things that I've seen showing up in the headlines a number of times recently. But don't get me wrong, just like I do every single month, I'll be here for you every single day, no matter what, bringing you the latest details and pointing out everything that's going on out there that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything popping up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So let me break down a few different things that I've seen in the headlines a lot recently and what we can likely see during June and July. Number one, finalization of the debt ceiling deal. It's about time, right? They've been dragging their feet on this one forever, and finally we will get a deal on the debt ceiling during these couple months here. So that'll be pretty nice. Finally, we can put that behind us. We've been talking about it for months, and Congress has been causing a lot of drama about that. Number two is clarification out of the Federal Reserve on their interest rate policy. Now remember, just a couple weeks ago, they were out yet again raising interest rates another quarter of a point, another 25 basis points, and believe it or not, they have another meeting coming up in about a month in mid-June. They'll be meeting again, and they'll be talking about their interest rate policy. So maybe and likely we'll be getting more clarification out of the Federal Reserve going forward, which will be honestly pretty nice, right? Number three, we're going to be getting more clarification on the Farm Bill out of Congress. Now, this is very important. This is a piece of legislation that they negotiate once every 5 years. And guess what? It's time for them to renegotiate this one, and it needs to be done by October 1st, the start of the new fiscal year. So we'll be getting a lot more information out of Congress on the Farm Bill and likely what they're going to be doing going forward. Next, inflation, our favorite word here that we've been talking about for the last couple years. Inflation, according to what they're saying, it'll likely continue to come down a little bit more, a few tenths of a percentage point here over the next couple months, although it is still significantly higher than what the Federal Reserve likely wants it to be. Their benchmark, remember, is about 2 to 2.5%, and we're still sitting high 4% range. So as of right now, we will likely be seeing more drops of inflation going forward here over the next couple months. And lastly, and again, there's a lot more going on, but I just want to point these few things out. Lastly, they're expecting a lot more volatility in the stock market, the crypto market, and of course the real estate market because of all the uncertainty with everything going on right now, as in the interest rate policy out of the Federal Reserve, the debt ceiling issue, and as well as everything else out there right now. A lot of uncertainty, which investors don't like, therefore causing uncertainty and causing volatility. Now, obviously, I do want to talk about all of these in a lot more detail for you, but really fast before we do, a quick word from today's sponsor. Are you looking to expand your startup into Asia? Well, if so, then get ready for Epic 2023, brought to you by Hong Kong's biggest innovation ecosystem, offering an investment opportunity of up to $5 million to grow the most innovative and disruptive startup. Yes, you heard that correctly, up to $5 million. Organized by HK, STP, and Plug and Play China, Epic is your gateway to Asia, with Hong Kong being your best springboard. Compete for cash prizes worth $210,000, with the champion taking home $60,000. Categories include FinTech and PropTech. Also, the top 50 semifinalists will also receive new market entry support and value-added services for 6 months, including business matching, investment referrals, and a whole lot more. Tech ventures less than 10 years old in FinTech or PropTech are eligible. One example of a finalist is VaultSafe. VaultSafe has developed the Smart Splitter, which is a compact and easy-to-use smart power outlet that improves the safety and convenience of powering home and office devices. It even features advanced sensing and monitoring technology to detect and prevent dangerous electrical conditions, as well as energy monitoring capability and remote control access with a smart app. Overall, the aim of the competition is to bring together like-minded entrepreneurs and to open doors for business growth by inspiring creativity and supporting it in practical ways. So make sure to check out the website epic.hkstp.org. Again, that's epic.hkstp.org for information on the winners or to watch the finale live stream replay. All right, now I do want to take a few minutes to elaborate on those topics that I highlighted at the beginning of this video and discuss what these mean here over the next couple months. Now, obviously, June and July are going to be far busier than just this small handful of topics that we're covering right here in this video, but as we work our way through these next couple months here, I will continue to be here for you right by your side each and every day, as I have been for well over 3 years now, every single day, watching the announcements, watching the reports, watching the bills, packages, and proposals coming out of Congress, any announcements out of the administration, or anything that I see coming out that I think may be valuable for you to know about. Of course, I'll continue to keep you posted. So again, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. But let's take a few minutes now and buzz through those topics one by one here, what they mean and why these are important that we want to pay attention to between June and July. Number one is finalization of a deal on the debt ceiling. It's about time, right? Seriously, this has been a long time coming. This has been something we've been talking about here on the channel for a few months now, and as we're getting closer and closer and closer, the drama just continues to kick up faster and faster and gets to be even more intense. Well, as a result of that, we're likely going to be seeing that debt ceiling deal very, very soon and the finalization of it. Now, obviously, we've been seeing congressional leaders and the president meeting here over the last week or so. We've been seeing some of the meetings. We've been seeing some of the headlines coming out. And again, this is going to give a lot more certainty with everything going on out there because realistically, without a debt ceiling deal, this is causing a lot of uncertainty out there with a lot of different people, right? A lot of businesses, a lot of people living on fixed income benefits, which by the way, like I mentioned earlier, if you didn't see that video from about a week ago, I talked about what it means in the event of a default, as in if they don't come together on a deal, what it would mean for fixed income benefits. So by the way, check out that video if you did not see that about a week ago. I broke it all down, and it all comes down to a law from back in 1996, almost 30 years ago, and I gave you all the details there. But very important stuff. And again, this whole debt ceiling thing is causing a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people to really question what is going on here and why are we causing all of this unnecessary drama. Yeah, totally agree, right? Anyway, so that is a good thing here, and that'll be coming very, very soon. Next, further clarification out of the Federal Reserve. Now, here's the thing. We don't need to understand the Federal Reserve in great detail. At least, you probably don't need to. I enjoy learning about it. And again, I know don't have much of a life, but at the end of the day, I actually do really enjoy learning about this stuff because it's all highly correlated with everything else. So I enjoy learning about this stuff, but from a 10,000 foot view, we need to continue to understand what the Federal Reserve is doing because, believe it or not, they are making it harder and harder for the vast majority of Americans to get access to credit. And when we do, it's going to cost us more money because they continue to raise interest rates. Every time they raise interest rates, guess what? The interest rate on your credit cards or anything that you have that has a variable interest rate, it goes up. In other words, to put that into simple terms, it costs us more money. That goes into interest. What happens with interest money? Well, it's basically just going right out the window, right? It goes into no one's pocket other than the banks, right? We don't get anything for it. We literally get a receipt at the end of the year that says, congratulations, you paid $5,500 in interest. Good job. You know what I mean? It's a total waste of money. So my point is, it's something we got to watch very closely because when the Federal Reserve continues to raise interest rates as a result of bringing inflation down, or that's their effort anyway, it's going to impact all of us in a major, major way. So very important stuff there. And we'll be getting further clarification out of the Federal Reserve. Now, their last meeting here just a couple weeks ago, they gave us indication that maybe they could possibly be pausing their interest rate policy, interest rate hikes here with their next meeting. We'll see. That's coming in mid-June. I will keep you posted, okay? So next, I want to continue talking about all these topics here because this is very important stuff to understand. Next is the Farm Bill. Okay, I've talked about this one before, and again, this is going to be very important, especially for those of you that are living on a fixed income or receiving some type of SNAP benefit, as in Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food stamps. This is going to be a big one, okay? Now, this needs to be done by October 1st. Does anyone want to bet me that they're not going to get it done? Just saying, they're not going to get it done, okay? Why do I know this? Because they never meet their deadlines, ever. They must not have been very good students in school because seriously, there's deadlines, they got to get stuff done, and they never hit their deadline. They always ask for an extension. I'm not sure where they went to school, but where I went to school, if I asked for an extension, they said, no, you've known about this for 3 weeks. Why didn't you get it done? And I would say, well, I just didn't do it. I didn't have enough time last night when I started it. It's just being fair, okay? When I started it last night at 9 p.m., there wasn't enough time before I wanted to go to bed. That's why I didn't get it done, because I procrastinated until the very last minute, and that's why I didn't get the homework done, right? So anyway, my point is, same thing with Congress, okay? Now, they need to get this farm bill done, and this will also impact what is going to be happening with SNAP benefits going forward as well. This is a bill that they negotiate, like I said earlier, every 5 years, and it's time. The last time they did it was 2018. Here we are, 2023. Needs to be done by fiscal year 2024, which starts October 1st. Not the calendar year, but rather October 1st. So the time is a ticking, and honestly, they don't have much time considering they'll be gone for about 5 weeks starting in August, so they can go, I don't know, what does Congress do on their vacation? I mean, seriously, they only have like 20 vacations a year. I can't even imagine what they do with themselves. I don't know. Anyway, maybe they spend some of that $200,000 that they earn from their salary. I don't know. Probably. I would anticipate they do. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Sometimes I can't hold back. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm the only person. Anyway, sometimes it's just kind of hard to bite my tongue on this stuff. But anyway, all right, now let's quickly go on to and talk about decreased inflation. Now, again, this has been a long time coming as well. Remember, June, it was a year ago already. June of last year is when inflation topped out at 9.1%. Do you remember that? We were covering it literally, it was almost on a daily basis. There was new inflation reports, there were new estimates coming out, it was all kinds of stuff. It was literally every single week. There was new information coming out showing, wow, prices are surging higher yet again. Well, it topped out at 9.1% in June of last year, 2022, okay? Well, as a result of that, we've gone from 9.1% to about 4.9%. So it's decreased by what? What is that? 4.2%? Sorry guys, but it's good, but not quite enough, okay? They need to go down to 2 to 2.5%. So they still have about, what is that, 2.4% to 2. What is my math on that? 2.9%? 2.4 to 2.9% is how much more they need to bring this inflation down. They've got a long road ahead of them, okay? This is going to take probably, I don't know, at least another 6 months, at least, probably longer than that. But that's even being a little bit conservative. To bring it down another 2.4 to 2.9%, probably at least another 6 months, okay? So maybe by 2024, we could be sitting at normal inflation. Good luck on that. Just saying. I've been saying that for about a year now. Good luck, Federal Reserve. Good luck bringing it back down to 2 to 2.5%. It's going to be a while, and it's going to cause a lot of economic pain, okay? We're starting to see some of it now, but it's only going to get worse as we get further closer to that 2 to 2.5% range. Anyway, I'll continue to watch that closely. Now next, I know that a lot of you here in the community don't really care about the stock market, the crypto market, real estate market, and stuff like that, but it's another thing that I have on my checklist that I watch very closely. Why? Because it's all highly correlated, right? It's all very, very much correlated. And why I want to watch everything, because when any little crack emerges in any of these, you got to watch it, because that could be the gusher that ultimately takes down the entire economy. So either way, we've been seeing a lot of volatility in the stock market, the crypto market. I mean, let's be real. The crypto market just has a lot of inherent risk. Well, I shouldn't say risk necessarily. I mean, everything is risky. If, somebody doesn't know what they're doing, it becomes a lot more risky, right? But anyway, the crypto market generally has a lot more inherent volatility within it versus the stock market and things like that and the real estate market. But because of all the uncertainty out of the Federal Reserve, the debt ceiling deal, and all this talk coming out of Congress and the administration, it's just causing more uncertainty. I can tell you this much. Investors do not like certainty. They want to know, what's the likelihood of my money being saved and multiplying over time? They want to know that. If there's uncertainty on all that, they're going to be selling. They're probably not going to be buying much. There's going to be a lot of ins and outs of positions. It's just going to be a lot of repositioning. As a result of that, when there's uncertainty, it causes price fluctuation. otherwise known as volatility, okay? So as a result of that, with everything going on right now, however, to be fair, with a debt ceiling deal, this will cause a little bit more certainty in the marketplace. A ton? Not really, because there's still a lot of uncertainty about other things going on, like inflation and the Federal Reserve and a bunch of other things out there. But at least this is one more piece of the puzzle that will, kind of be checked off the box and ultimately give people a little bit more peace of mind to maybe park money for a little while in investments. But anyway, I know a lot of you here in the community don't necessarily care a whole lot about that, but I like to watch this stuff closely because you just never know. You never know which is going to be the next domino to fall. It could be the stock market, it could be the crypto, it could be real estate, it could be whatever. Job market, it could be inflation going through the roof again, it could be the Federal Reserve, tightening or starting stimulus again. I mean, seriously, any of these could fall, and whatever it happens to be, it will basically pave the way for the rest of the story going forward through the rest of the year. Either way, I want to bring these to your attention and explain these a little bit further, just so you can understand what's actually going on here. But again, I'm going to continue watching everything, so don't worry, no need to do the research on your own. If you want to, by all means, go ahead, do all the research you want. It doesn't matter. Again, you can look up any of the stuff that I talk about. But I want to bring this stuff to your attention, and again, as we work our way through the rest of this month, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, the rest of it, of course, I'll be here for you every single day, no matter what. I've been doing this for well over 3 years, every single day, multiple times a day. I'm here for you, watching all this stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. And again, I'll just continue to watch it. So please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now.